Well, that Demon Slayer video from last week did remarkably well, so I guess I'm the anime game critic in dreams now. Might as well try out the Attack on Titan game I found. Now, I fully admit that I have not seen or read Attack on Titan, so some of you are going to have to fill me into the details in the comments. I am familiar enough with the premise of the series to know exactly what is going on in this scenario. But as I said, some of you will have to fill me in on the details. Scout, our gatherer team got in trouble. Get there and report the situation. May luck shine upon your path. Off we go. Time to investigate the flare. That's going to bring us to the first major stage that we have for this game. A forest level. We found ourselves the carriage. It's in fact right over there. But we're not alone. Very much not alone. There are titans everywhere! Protect me until I fix the carriage. You can get gas in the yellow ring. And that's the game! There's 6 titans in the area, and you need to kill them all. This scenario will not end until you manage to do so. And up in the top right hand corner of the screen we see our gas meter. If we run out, then we won't be able to use it anymore. And the yellow ring will, of course, refill it. I guess the carriage had a supply of gas on it. I'm going to go over here, and here we have our first titan. The bulk of the gameplay is mostly using the maneuver gear to get around to the right spot and then strike the titans in the back of the neck in order to kill them. One of the things that I am familiar with about the premise of the show. The gas meter isn't really a problem. You do need to sometimes keep an eye on it. For the most part, you will have enough gas in order to finish the job. Just come on, come on, come on. Yes! And that's the first titan. The physics here is actually pretty good, at least for your character. The maneuver gear mostly works as intended. You just need to keep moving in order to land in the right spot. It is still difficult to strike the titans in the back of the neck, though. And the challenge is reasonably fun. I have had some level of practice with this system, and I'm just gonna go over and see if I can kill this guy right here. A little over there. Bam! Bam! There we go. That's the second titan. There is also one physics issue I noticed with your character, and that's the fact that your limbs can get screwed up when you go in the mud. It's not a huge issue, and it doesn't derail anything. It's just something I noticed. Also, something else of note is that the larger titans are a lot easier to kill than the smaller titans. The way this game is built, and I think the reason why your character is proportioned the way that he is mainly so the physics is easier to deal with. Because the titans, at least the way the physics engine interacts with them, isn't really the most polished, especially when compared to the Demon Slayer video. I mean, the titans do work as intended. They can stomp on you, they can grab you and eat you. But noticing them getting wedged against each other or the environment is not exactly the most visually appealing and doesn't really give the game the best sense of polish. And I just got stomped on. When you die, you just immediately respawn at the carriage, and oddly enough, even though you're supposed to protect the carriage, when the titans get to the carriage, at least if that happens, it doesn't seem to constitute a failure. The game is still challenging, there just doesn't seem to be a way to fail it. Also, the animation specifically on the titans, if you haven't noticed already, is not the most precise. Case in point, this is what happens the first time I got eaten as I was playing this game for the video. Well, I know I just praised the maneuver gear for working smoothly. If you hold on for too long and you get too close to an object, it's going to shake you around and then fling you off in a random direction when you get too close. I don't know if that's present in the anime or not, but it is something of an annoyance here. The final criticism I have is the difficulty in getting at the Titan's neck. Now, that is both a good thing and a bad thing. While it is satisfying to bring down a Titan after going through so much work to do so, it is particularly frustrating when you throw yourself at a Titan again and again and again and again and again and again and again, and they always manage to move in the exact wrong way to throw you off. Or you think you managed to get close enough to hit, but actually you didn't. What do I mean by that? Alright, here we go. Come on. No, no, no! Duh! Duh! Come on. Yeah, killing the smaller Titans is really difficult. Killing the larger Titans is a reasonable challenge. You just need to shoot up and maneuver yourself into the right place. The smaller Titans, on the other hand, move around more frequently, and they don't really feel like they were proportioned properly for the game. I do not remember how long it took me to kill this guy. I must have spent hundreds of attempts on it, and while I did eventually do it, it was quite the endurance test. Final thoughts. Attack on Titan Wings of Liberty is certainly a fun game. Your character, I assume it's supposed to be Eren Yeager, controls well for the most part, and it's reasonably challenging. But it is taken back a bit by the general lack of polish, particularly in the animation on the Titans, and the occasional clash with the physics engine. It's still worth your time though. I'd still recommend it if you're a fan of this series and you just want to see how the maneuver gear would work in a video game setting. Archmage Bonesaw is taking input from fans, so if you have your own thoughts, please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the Dreamiverse.